Well, the crisis in Puerto Rico continues with almost 100% of the island's power grid badly damaged. Residents are struggling to get through daily life.
We only have certain hours with light during the day, which means what do we do? Do we spend our time 2 hours, 3 hours in a line in the grocery store, 5, 6 hours in a line to put gas on the car, an hour in the ATM if you are able to find one? Those are the main challenges.
And they're big challenges. Joining me now via phone is Hector Pesquera, the Puerto Rico Department of Public Security Secretary. Good to see you, Hector.
Good. Thank you for having me in.
Where are you located right now exactly?
We're looking to stabilize the situation. This is a catastrophic event by any means. I mean, this collapsed the whole thing here. Sorry about my voice getting raspy here, but here's what we have. We understand. We're very sensitive. We recognize that that people are kind of frustrated because they don't get the basics. We know that. Mm-hmm. We're working, tireless to restitute power. It's a problem. We need to bring up the telecommunications. 80% of telecommunication went down with the system. We also in the process of establishing the full resupply. Yeah. We got enough fuel. We got enough diesel. The problem is the transportation lines. We cannot get enough trucks to transport the fuel. We're very cognizant of the problem. We're working with everyone that we can. We're publishing gas stations that are going to be open and the times they're going to be open to try to ease the line, the waiting in the line. We have our priorities set up, but it's not going to be flipping the switch and everything back to normal.
No, it's going to take years, Hector. It's going to take years. And distribution, as you clearly note, is such a problem. The Jones Act was waived today by the president.
Yes.
Is this just a political move, or do you think this will really help get supplies where they're needed as fast as possible?
Well, I think it will be. They will flow in. The necessary merchandise will come in. But our problem is how to distribute what we have in here. We need to get the electrical grid up in some of the priority places. Basically, an example, hospitals. That's our priority right now. Hospital. We need to energize the hospitals. But parallel to that, we got a communication station. It's basic communication. The ATMs. We already brought in money. People didn't even know that, but we had to coordinate money because the gas station were only requesting cash. Yeah. Therefore, cash supply was down. Nobody knows this. We already brought it in. There's enough money. But this is a sequential event. It's a very complex situation. It's not an easy fix. It involves a lot of, logistical things that we need to put in place. And that's why we asked FEMA for assistance. We can't do this thing by ourselves. Right. There's no way. So we're getting I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, without ATMs, having cash, without cash, you can't buy fuel to run the backup generators, and you're just trying to get stuff done in a few hours of daylight. A lot of people don't realize how dire the situation really is on the ground. If you had one final thought, one message, what would it be right now? Well,
it'd be, please, be patient. We're getting there. We know what our priorities are. We're getting enough help from the federal government. We'll get there. But please understand that everything collapsed in a 24, 32-hour period. This is not going to be like flipping the switch and having it working, instantly. It doesn't work that way. So be patient. We'll get there, and sooner than later we're gonna fix this and start seeing, how we're gonna move forward. Yeah. Please be patient. That's all.
And we're already more than a week out since the storm made landfall. Hector, thank you so much.